This photo started off on Facebook and is now making its rounds. Let me tell you something. They made a statement with this photo. Black women, open up your options.
I was looking at a short, the 1 minute 50 second short of from the channel Passion and Preferences slash programming. Okay, the shout out. And I gave him a like. Okay, but he posted a clip that's titled "Do as I say, not as I do." The gatekeeping of men of color and whatnot. And I want to say something about that shit, But first, before I even get started, I want to talk about that first clip. I think it was them African guys that used to work for that, that Caucasian woman that was abusing them. Okay, I heard she shall go unnamed this shit because I don't want to give her nothing. I'm not even gonna say her fucking name. But like when I see those African people talking about, their relationship issues and all that bullshit, and talking when I hear, African women talking about how black men go to white women and when they're successful and all that bullshit, it just goes right over my fucking head and shit. I don't have nothing to say about that. For any of the American women that was sitting up there and shit, uh, that's all you focus on and shit. That's all you focus on is what white women have. You don't think about what you have or making yourself better in any fucking way. All you think about is staying the same and forcing somebody to accept you and shit. Okay, like a grab bag. No, you're doing a grab bag in a porta potty and shit. Okay, what you gonna get out of there but a handful of shit? All right, now I don't give a fuck. I care when the Africans talk about what goes on in our ethnic community and shit exclusively, and I do comment on that shit. But you never really see me saying big up in one race or another and shit. I have my paddle out for sisters because they're the stewards of our community and they're the ones that are responsible for these situations that they sit on their fucking ass and complain about while doing absolutely nothing to change it. Okay, they fuck us. They fuck us from top to bottom and shit. Okay, and that's why I'll be making these goddamn videos. Okay, that's why I'll be making these motherfucking videos. All right. Now that second goddamn video, in that second goddamn video, you had like three uh, divestors with their cowboy, better halves. And I do mean better halves. They are the better half of them. Racist or not, they are the better half of these women who are objectifying those three white hillbillies and shit, okay? And the bitch in the middle, the one with the nigga that looks like the Big Show, she posted a shitload of like trolling videos where she's just dancing around with this guy and shaking her ass and shit, and the guy is just back there baling hay or doing some farmer shit. And I was like, I remember like a year or two ago, there was a black woman on in Moore's channel and shit. There was a sound bite where this black woman was telling men to stop, being extra with it and shit about their passports and how they think other women are better than black women. But you guys have a fucking double standard that I refuse to argue about, but will make videos to point that out. And if you consider that trolling, then that's your fucking business and shit. But I just get tired of this love who loves you narrative bullshit. The black women need all this goddamn support. When you run the community, you mass produce the motherfuckers you complain about. They came out of your fucking pussy, and you never stop talking about how you are made babies, mamas, and shit. And when you have to open your goddamn legs to let a motherfucker inside there, you know how tired I get repeating this shit? I'm 54, goddammit. Okay, ain't nobody gonna tell me shit. Anybody under my age group ain't got nothing to say. You're under my fucking heel and shit, because I've been where you think you going. Okay, and you ain't gonna like it and shit. It's a fucking wasteland out there that you guys engineered and shit through your own social program, your negative social programming and shit. And I'm fucking tired today and shit. Today is goddamn October 31st, 2023, and I find that I'm tired of that goddamn narrative and shit. And I want to speak on it openly and shit. I'm tired of the love who loves you and showing support for black women. You got all the support in the world and shit. I'm fucking almost vomited in my throat this morning and shit when I got up a little while ago because I was looking at commercials and every commercial had a black woman in the shit. I'm like, man, this COINTELPRO really did a job of shit. I can't stand aside. I don't hate black women or nothing, okay? I don't hate no fucking black women, but goddamn it, when you have inundated with their images and the negative propaganda and them doing it themselves and shit, it just makes you want to go outside the goddamn community and shit. I love fucking black women and shit, but fuck y'all, man. Okay, if a nigga got to go out to get a piece of mind, he got to go get some other kind of bitch and lay up in a bed with it. Then so be it and shit. You motherfuckers, your pussy all over the fucking place, but you tell us we gotta buy the shit. We gotta rent your vagina. She can't even buy the shit because you could just walk off with all that shit and do the laws over here in these fucking here United States of America. 3Ks and said this is a rent, right? Then what the fuck you need? I'm tired of that shit. Showing support for black women. Okay, and then you guys make up your own fucking history. That shit never gets tired. I'm tired of listening to black women making this phony ass history like, in the goddamn, I hate to say it, quote unquote, multiverse or somewhere. There wasn't no Martin Luther King or Medgar Evers. All these motherfuckers that died and shit. They died. Do you understand? Well, you never talk about bitches that died fighting for their fucking people and shit. I'm sure they're out there and shit. And I'm not gonna go waste my time looking for them and shit, especially after Shahrazad Ali attacked us and shit, and shitted on a dead man's name. All right? Now I'm tired of that. You don't need no fucking support, black women. You got all the support in the world. And what do you do with your power that you have? What do you do with it? What do you do with your superior education and shit? How does it read on the rest of the community and shit? What is out there? And nothing. It's a barren fucking, a dystopian wasteland and shit in our ethnic community and shit that you're responsible for, that you built, and you busy trying to knock on somebody white man's door so you can get out of it and shit and try to hide under his bed, away from what you did. Right? Niggas is tired of it and shit. And black men are tired of it, kings, and even Pookie and Ray Ray are getting tired of you. And then lately we can add stud lesbians to the to the equation and shit. They hold their own nuts in their own fucking community and shit. Black people of that community consider themselves a separate race from us. So I'm not caping for them and shit, but I want to tell you, fuck the who loves you, because you guys didn't love us and shit. You put us in these situations and shit. Why do you think a motherfucker don't want to be with no woman and shit? He got a certain level of money and shit because he knows you guys are gonna run out with the bag and shit. Look at Dr. Dre's fucking wife. That bitch got like a fucking rap sheet and shit of niggas that she a monkey branch from. Okay, and a bunch of other hoes that ran up out with the bag. And a lot of you bitches think you gonna do that and shit. And the ones that's fucked up and you below level and shit, substandard, socially speaking and visually. Now you live vicariously through the ones that doing this shit. Okay, and nobody's winning. Okay, I'm gonna tear down your fucking image. Okay, I'm gonna tear down your image and show it to you and shit. I'm gonna make you look in that fucking mirror. You're gonna start screaming, and that bitch gonna shatter. All right, I'm just getting fucking tired of this shit. Okay, I don't want to hear that crap. And the picture doesn't upset me. The picture doesn't fucking upset me and shit. Okay, with the three chicks with the hillbilly ass niggas, we always seen that. I've been seeing that shit since 1986 and it's 2023. That's when I first noticed it in 1986. This female, butterface that I was talking to in my high school was talking about how she preferred white men and shit. And hilariously enough, while she was talking to me, both of my hands was on her ass, like squeezing that shit like some Charmin, okay? And she wasn't even saying nothing. She was just telling me all this shit. And I just was like, okay, and then walked the fuck away. And that was that and shit. She was in the process of signing my yearbook and shit. And she was sitting in my hands, telling me about how she liked white men and shit. And a lot of you bitches, when you fucking hit the brick wall, when you hit that undefeated wall, you coming back to the community looking for scraps over there in the form of us, okay? In your opinion, your inferiority, superiority complex beats your own ass and makes all of you look like clowns, okay? You look like fucking clowns. Get your shit together, okay? You don't need no fucking support. Call fucking Biden and shit. Call any of these motherfuckers. Every time you see some of these guys, they always got some fat ass black woman with glasses and shit standing next to them and shit. And you want to talk about how you need representation, all this crap. And I can't turn on the TV. I can't look at social media. I can't look at my phone without seeing some black woman and shit on it, okay? Doing whatever. They're all over this shit. Everything is just infiltrating everything like a goddamn virus. So I had to make a rant, okay? I had to make a rant. I'm tired of looking at your image and shit. J. Edgar Hoover and shit. The CIA nigga. He really did a bang up job of destroying his own community, because a lot of people said that nigga was really black and shit, man, or he had a lot of black blood in him and shit. And the best way to take it out some motherfuckers is use their own agents of chaos. People that have some genetic or other connection to us to fuck us over and shit. And that's been you women. I've been a middle management of fucking white supremacy for a minute, and we just tired of this shit. That's why I always put that little, let's put that little wallpaper up that says, Pandora's box and shit should never been fucking open.
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.